nice tricep.
I just noticed the other day.
I was like, holy crap.
Tricep.
Tricep!
Just this week, I was like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, that was, in the light, I was like, it just like, bam, I was like, holy crap.
First time I noticed it this week, I'm like, oh. Well, the before the baby, I was doing CrossFit while I was pregnant, which a lot of people I think get nervous about, or they think, holy cow, was actually super seamless. With like people worry about it and ask about it, I'm like, oh no, it was super easy to do CrossFit. I did CrossFit the day before I delivered my kid. If I had delivered later in the day, I would have done the morning of, but it was scheduled. I squatted, got PRs. I just modified as I went, and that's what's great about CrossFit, or functional fitness, okay? is that everything has the ability to be modified to whatever scale you need. Then the next step of the process was having the kid, which had some difficulties. And I actually said to my nurse in the delivery room, because I was in labor for quite a while and things weren't progressing, I turned around like, what's wrong? Am I not doing it right? I'm like, I squat every day. I tried to get my legs so strong for this. And the nurse, oh honey, no, you are like the strongest girl I've ever seen. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I squat like 185, I promise. So even though I had some difficulties, it did help in the process that I had quite the muscle built up. But then the recovery, it was hard. That's when I started coming to Roy. This place here was when, after I'd had my child, I knew I wanted to come back. I was nervous about losing my strength, but I came back. One of the first times I came was the 9 o'clock mom class, and it was so inspiring to see all these other moms working out. I'm like, okay, I can do this. You gotta ask Van if he has this video. He probably doesn't, because it was years ago. I used to bring my baby when he was brand new, 2 months old, and when I say used to, that was like for 2 weeks because it didn't work out well. And one of the times it didn't work out well, I ended up picking up and doing box step-ups, because that's all I could do. I couldn't jump. And Van videoed me because I had my 2-month-old baby and just did like 30 minutes of box step-ups doing this with my baby. And Van's like, this is great. That stuck with me, the support that I got right there, that even though it was hard and I had to modify, that I felt that people supported that and wanted to help me find whatever way I could. It was hard recovering from a birth, but I knew that I had built the basis in my body and the foundation to return to that healthy place. It was slow, it took time, but now I'm only 3 years postpartum. Do people say that? My kid's 3, and now I am stronger than I was before I had a child. And I remember 6 weeks after having a kid and going for a walk and thinking, what happened to my body? Holy cow, why can I not walk down the road? And having a little bit of fear, but still being able to see, okay, I still have muscle mass, I can do this, I can get back. And being just so relieved that I had a place that I could go I knew that was gonna help me get there. Like I said, it took time, and there was some on and offs, but 3 years after having a baby, I am leaps and bounds past what I was before I had a kid. I would say that I liked the people here so much that I thought that would, this kind of may sound silly. I don't do a lot of social things. I'm not a social butterfly, and I don't like to go out. I have a little social anxiety. I don't like big groups. I don't like going to parties. But I'm human, and so I need social interaction, and I realize that I get grumpy when I don't have it, and so I am home a lot with a small child, and I was like, I need some more things that I feel like I can build connections with people. And I was like, I really like the people at the gym. I really like being around them. I'm like, it'd probably be really fun and rewarding to spend more time there in a different context. And also, showing I feel like a lot of people struggle with CrossFit when it comes to feeling like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do a muscle up, or I can't do, a strict pull up or butterfly pull ups. Being that person, be like, I can't either, and it's totally cool. This workout's still gonna kick our butts, and it's fine. It's totally fine to scale it. I'm a coach, and I'm gonna scale it too, because that's not happening for me, and that's cool. We're still gonna feel great afterwards and be more fit. So you would think the biggest way that it complements it is that you're fit, and so you can be safe if you get in a fight. For me, the biggest way it complements it is for my mental health. It's a stressful job. I tend to internalize a lot of stress. I'm a little bit uptight. If you know me, that may surprise you. So the gym is a place that I feel I can get that stress and anxiety and that release out and feel it's that hour that I don't feel that kind of weight of the world and cases and the burdens and the sadness and the unhappiness and the bad people or bad things that happen to good people. It's that hour a day that I don't think about that. And that's very important to me. I need it. I have seen myself without it, and I'm not very happy. So that's the number one way. But also, the obvious way is being physically fit is important in my job. And when I started as a police officer, I was okay in shape. I got in shape. I ran so I could get through the academy. I'd run, 4 or 5 miles a day just so I could make it through my PT test and look like I wasn't, a fat slob. Like I just, I was like, okay, I don't want to portray that, but I wasn't necessarily super strong. And then, my weight, I have had weight fluctuation. I've been much more overweight. I after the academy gained weight, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to, be a fat cop. Doesn't look good. It's not good for you. I'll be more of a target. So I went on a diet and lost a whole bunch of weight, and my hair fell out. I was like, well, that didn't cut it. And I was like, and really, I'm actually super weak right now. Like, I can barely do anything because I'm not eating food. And I was like, we got to find a new method that's going to bring longevity to my life, to my career, and actually keep me safe. And I eventually found CrossFit, and now I feel confident in my abilities. I feel confident going into situations that if they go sideways, that I'm there, I can step in, and I'm not going to be inhibited by my own physical abilities.